that's how you do it. That's what we learn at firearms, bro. That's training 101.
Police officers, let's see. Police, put your hands up. Put them up. Put them up.
Scale of 1 to 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Feel that, Alan? Huh? That tingling in your balls, big metal butterflies fluttering around your stomach?
Are you sure you don't have testicular cancer?
Oh, come on. Who holds a gun like that?
This is ridiculous. This is exactly why I watch Baywatch.
Well, that's the reason why.
Yeah, it's not realistic.
It's just not. These cop movies are absolutely ridiculous. Let's show them how it's done.
Yeah,
Let's do it by hands. Come on.
That's good stuff.
It's like a reward.
Hey, let's watch Lethal Weapon.
Love Lethal Weapon.
Yep.
He wants it
He
all.
wants it all. Beautiful.
All right, congratulations.
Maybe a nice 6-footer to put it under, huh?
You want a tree?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the best tree I got in a lot for nothing.
I thought he's just got cocaine just sitting on the table like that's how we do it.
100.
What, that much?
Hey, you said you liked it? That's a fair price.
Yeah. Yeah, hell, you only live once. Get this together here. 20. 25.
What the
Hey, man.
85, 90.
Hey! Come on, shut up, man. I'm losing count. 93, 94, 95, 96.
Forget it, you dumb shit. 100,000. $100,000. Did you hear what he said?
100,000? I'm sorry, I can't afford that, not on my salary. But look, I'll tell you what, I got a better idea. Here, now, let me say I take the whole stash off your hands for free. And you assholes can go to jail.
Hey,
what do you say
whoa,
about
wait a-
that? Now I can read you guys your rights, but now you guys already know what your rights are, don't you?
This badge ain't real. And you ain't real.
Oh, you sure are a crazy son of a bitch.
You think I'm crazy? Yeah. Are you calling me crazy? You think I'm crazy?
You remember this movie?
Yeah, you want to see crazy?
I love when he starts hitting himself.
Now that's a real badge. I'm a real cop, and this is a real fucking gun.
Okay, pal.
Hey, nose is in the dirt, asshole.
Oh, yeah, that's how you do it. That's what we learn at firearms, bro. That's training 101. You gotta have the roll, dude.
Where's your buddy?
It's called a tactical roll, people, when you roll with the gun over the top of your head. It's a tactical roll. You have to make 7 out of 8 shots or you're not a cop.
So real or fake? What do you think? It's scale of 1 to 10.
Jesus Christ.
That scene, scale of 1 to 10. Well,
What is 10? What is 10? Like 10's the most realistic cop movie ever?
Well, tell me what you think. Tell me what's realistic about it and what's not realistic about it, because I don't think anything's realistic.
Nothing. He doesn't have backup. There's no code word. There's no.
Well, that's the thing.
Where's everybody at? He throws his badge out with nothing, and then like he's doesn't have the money or a plan to.
Right. There's a plan. So
the cocaine's just out on the table, like in broad daylight. I mean,
So I did undercover. I worked undercover. I was.
You did the coolest. You were deep cover.
I worked deep undercover for about 13 months. And so it's a little different than your normal undercover operation. So let's talk about the unrealistic aspect there. So number one, you're not gonna do he's all alone. But you said it. No backup.
Yeah, no backup.
Yeah, you're not going to do an undercover plan without a cover team. You have to have there's an operational plan.
Especially with a $100,000 deal back in that day, which would be like a multi-million-dollar deal today.
Right. So absolutely no cover team.
He just went to pissing him off right away and almost got his ass killed.
Yeah.
But that adds to it. I love that the bad guy shoots his buddy, because that actually does happen. That might be the most realistic part, is when the shootout happens. A lot of times the bad guy gets shot by their own friend because they don't really have the training.
There is no training, right? So with us, we would do an operational plan. We would have a cover team. We would have a rescue team. You know, it's not just a cover team. We would have a rescue team. We would have somebody the case agent who's going to case it. Like
You'd go in prepared as well.
Well, that's the whole thing. There
You'd
was
go
no
in with
preparation.
the right amount of money.
Right. Yeah. Well, but that's
not $97.
That lends to Hollywood. That lends to Hollywood. That was awesome. I love how he takes somebody out and he's one.
Shut up, you're making me lose count.
Oh, that's all Hollywood.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? No cover team, no plan, no operational plan, no rescue team.
0.
All by himself.
It's a 0.
0. I give it a 1. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, just because
what was authentic?
It was an undercover operation. Hey, what about
that? There was somebody. He was there trying to buy drugs. Got it.
What about the tactical role, huh?
I told you, 7 out of 8. You got to make them.
Love movies like that.
Ever since I've gotten fatter, though, it's been more and more difficult.
Can't do it. Have you ever tried the tactical role?
No. Fuck no. I haven't.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
No, I fall down a lot because I drink too much. But other than that, no.
Nope.
You see now? I'm here to tell you. This remaining silent shit ain't nothing like they make it out to be. You up in here all tight with it, waiting for your pay lawyer, thinking you all wise, ain't you? No, see? That work when you some kind of criminal mastermind. When you ain't been seen running from the deed. When your own fucking running partner ain't in the next room, putting you in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's telling it like a little bitch. We even went to Mickey D's for him because he was so motherfucking helpful. 2 quarter pounders, big fries, McDonald land cookies, Dr. Pepper. That's how your boy rolled, right?
All right, step out.
Where we going?
Break room. So you can enjoy that, huh?
All right, but I still ain't saying shit to y'all.
Yeah.
Marnell, what the fuck?
Mouthful of fries, get him every time.
So you and I worked homicide.
Yes, we did.
Several years. You were my partner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we interviewed. There was always defendants and co-defendants, right?
Oh God, yeah. We do feed them.
Absolutely.
We will walk them by the room so they see them.
Right.
To instill that, somebody's talking. Look, he's leaving because he's talking.
So I learned that exact method, if you will, in a class I took many years ago when I was a brand new police officer.
Really?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 years into it, I took a street crimes class. And one of the best courses I've ever taken. They actually taught that. Feed your guys, don't say anything to them. Just find out what they like. Let the other person know what they like they did in the show. And then walk them through, not say a word.
They really said that?
Yes. Okay. And so when I saw this episode, I was like, my God, I learned that in a class. Whoever is the, what do you call those guys? The consultant, whoever's the police consultant on this.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I mean, so honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's not something that happens all the time. I've never seen anybody pull that exact one off.
No, we've done some similar stuff.
Yeah.
Never that in depth.
No, not at all.
Knowing the order.
I would say on that, I'd give it a 7. Because it can't happen.
Man.
It can't be done. And it probably has been done.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, 7.
I'm giving it an 8, man.
Ooh,
The Wire's
an 8.
The Wire's legit.
Very
dude.
realistic.
That's the most legit cop show I've ever seen. When people ask, they're like, give me your best cop shows. I'm like, The Wire #1, and then The Shield #2.
No, The Shield's not realistic.
It's not realistic, but I'm saying the 2 best.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's so much fucking fun.
All right, check out the rest of it.
It's just so much fun.
Check out the rest of it.
How many years you figure we've been doing this same shit?
20 at least.
Yeah. True. False. Load them up.
So this shit actually works, huh?
Hell yeah. Americans are stupid people by and large. We pretty much believe whatever we're told.
Right.
So it can feel my heartbeat?
Pulse, yeah.
If Marnell said I had the gun, he lying.
The machine tells the tale, son. We ready, Professor? Yeah.
Professor.
We'll start with an easy one. Is your name, in fact, Deshaun Fredericks?
Yeah.
True.
And do you reside, in fact, the 1200 block of Woodyer Street in West Baltimore?
Yeah.
True.
And did you and Marnell shoot your boy Pookie down on Carey Street just like Marnell said you did?
No.
Lie. Lying motherfucker.
The machine is never...
The machine is never wrong.
I love it. You ready, Professor?
Professor.
All right, so #1, highly illegal. You cannot do. I'm not saying that hasn't been done in the past. I have no idea, but highly illegal. And I'll drop some truth on some folks.
Never done by us.
Yeah, you can. Now, obviously, and I think in my interview and interrogation class that we teach an interview and interrogation course, and one of the things that we teach is never to lie to people. I think lying is a really bad idea. I'm not saying that I hadn't done it. Years ago, I did. I made a lot of bad choices, a lot of bad mistakes, and I just don't like lying to people. If the evidence isn't there, it's not there. If the evidence is there, it'll all work itself out.
Well, the lie, I mean, the problem is it's the same reason why it sucks to lie whenever you've done something. It's because it's hard to remember. Right. It's hard to recall exactly what you said.
And for us.
And a lot of times it comes out just really unbelievable. Right. And then, I mean, it makes us look bad, too, if you go to the stand.
And that's the problem. Yeah, absolutely. The jury looks at us differently. And honestly, for us, we erode the trust with the person we're interviewing.
Absolutely.
Just because I'm interviewing a murderer doesn't mean we can't trust each other and respect each other.
Get caught in a lie one time, it's over.
It's over. But I will say this. Now, although cops are allowed to lie in the United States, again, bad idea, they're not allowed to fabricate evidence.
At all.
Fabricating, meaning you can lie about something, but you can't physically make up evidence. And what they did was fabricating evidence.
Yep.
If you asked me 15 years ago, is that true? Right? Maybe 15, 20 years ago, yes. But in today's day and age,
maybe.
Absolutely not.
Right.
No, absolutely not. In today's day and age, we're talking on a scale of 1 to 10, 0. Or 1 for an agency that just doesn't know what they're doing.
Buddy, I'm going to give you a 1. I'm going to give you a 1.85 because unfortunately, I guarantee
someone's doing shit like
somebody is doing something like that and has done that and is probably going to do that again later.
So let's jack it up to about a 7, but understand that that's illegal. And a defense attorney will look at that and your case will get tossed.
Yeah. I mean, a credible agency is not doing that.
Right, absolutely.
But you may have a very small agency that doesn't have a lot of training, that doesn't know. Sure. And, I would like to think, but we all know better than that, but I would like to think that nobody's out there just ultimately doing this just to be illegal. However, the professor tells the truth. The machine never lies.
I love that. By the way, while you're giving this video a likes and a thumbs up, you see how I did that? A little subscribe.
Maybe subscribe.
Also, check out the Extracting the Truth, the book and the interview and interrogation class. Link in the description below if you're in law enforcement.
It's a smart car. It's going to be good.
Call you back. Los Angeles Pig Department. Why am I being pulled over?
You're driving 55 and a 35, sir.
What about the other cars?
License and registration, please.
I mean, don't you have any more important crimes to investigate? I mean, what about those gangbangers bringing all their third world corruption into this country?
My job is to enforce the law. You were breaking.
The city just wants money off the tickets.
You know what? Listen up, numbnuts. I've been working these streets for a long time, all right? And I've never pulled over anyone where they said, "Thank you, sir, for citing me. I was speeding, and this isn't the first time I've done it. I'm really, really sorry. I've learned my lesson, and I am just relieved that I didn't run over one of those pedestrians that I failed to yield for."
Just trying to make some kind of quota.
The quota. All right. I want you to listen to me. Are you listening? In my line of work, people are always trying to give me advice about my job. You ever tell your dentist which tooth to pull? You ever tell your mechanic how to fix your brakes? Do you?
No.
No, you don't. So quit trying to tell me how to do my job. License and registration, please. Thank you.
Welcome.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10.
That's a 10.
That's
dude.
a 10 all day long.
I have been that guy before. I have been that cop. It's so true, though.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense right there. Like, you don't tell the dentist how to fix your tooth.
No, you don't tell a doctor which tools to pick when he's doing surgery.
But good God, people.
Boy, everybody knows our job.
People love to tell us, you can't do this. Like, just because you watched one episode of America's Most Wanted does not make you a cop.
Everybody knows our job.
God, you know what, though? How many times, oh, God, you stop somebody, you're on some traffic detail you probably don't want to be on anyway.
Pig Patrol.
As a cop.
I just got stopped by Pig Patrol. That's what he said.
When he said that, Los Angeles Pig Department.
Yeah, that was that what he said?
Pig Department picks up. But how many times have we walked up to those cars and those people are just
there's
giving
always
us
a backseat attorney.
Yeah.
God. And nobody ever says, well, I've had people apologize.
Oh,
say
absolutely.
I was wrong.
No. It's a few.
Believe it or not, that goes a long way because I'm not a big ticket writer. I really am not a big ticket writer. I've hated writing tickets.
You've done something real bad.
You get a ticket from me, you've either parked in a handicap spot. That's my pet peeve. Or you've done something egregious.
In detectives, that was his pet peeve. You ever seen two detectives out there writing a handicap ticket.
I can't stand that. Who parks at a handicap spot when you're not handicapped?
I would never take this guy to a kangaroo. I wouldn't take this guy to a gas station.
Can I tell
just
you
in
something?
case.
Now, obviously, I'm assigned to patrol. I'm a supervisor on midnight shift, and every night I go to a Wawa. Every single night, right when I get my cup of coffee, I have to address the parking. The people just park in handicap spots. They have
That's
no.
What
respect,
if somebody
man.
needs that?
They don't care. They don't care.
Okay.
That's why they get tickets.
Question then.
Yeah.
Do you use the handicap stall in a bathroom?
Oh. So anyway, 0 to 10.
That's the same thing, John. You're a bad person.
1 to 10, I give it a 10.
So they can park, but they can't use the bathroom because John's in there.
Hey, man, I got irritable bowel syndrome. You know this, right? We talked about this before.
Episode 2, we learned this
bad.
on the podcast.
1 to 10, 10.
Oh, 10 for sure.
Absolutely, hands
10.
down.
That is so legit. Now, I wouldn't have gone straight to numbnuts that quick, but
I may have.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I would have gone like a little bit after that though. But when people just give you the business nonstop, just people out there, think about it. When you are at work and somebody just calls in and they just rip you a new one, and they're just starting off like you don't want to be there either. It's a Thursday.
Telling you how to do your job.
You know you got to come back the next day.
You're in customer service. They're telling you what buttons to press on your cash register.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What's here?
Transactions. You see that Sabatrucha zero head sitting over there on the fence trying to act like he's not slanging dope.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's my boy. That's my boy Neto. Punk's only 17, but he can kill with the best of them. Works for me.
Jesus, he's an informant?
Teammates, you know. I got eyes everywhere. He gets to peddle a little reefer, make a little cash for the family. He gives me the heads up when big things are happening, big transactions.
And you trust him?
Damn right I trust him. Sprung his mom from INS detention. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch this. That's right. Come on down. Oh, come on. Look at it. Sexy, ain't it? That's right. See that hand in hand?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. When's the last time you did a felony stop?
A couple weeks ago.
Good. You need practice.
They look like college kids.
You want to get an education today. I want the Brady Bunch grabbing glass. I'm going to take the front, you take the back. Stay off of the Rover. Let's go.
Run, baby, run. That's right.
Let's see.
Police, put your hands up!
Don't look
Put them up! Put them up!
Straight ahead. Don't look at
Driver, right side passenger, hands on the windshield. Put them on the windshield.
You!
All right, driver.
Hands on the side of the glass.
Straight ahead. Put it in park.
Shit. Let's grab the keys and throw them out the window. Grab the keys and throw them out the window. Put your hands on your chest. Put your hands on your chest.
First of all, Denzel Washington, best actor ever. Does he do any wrong?
Papa Denzel. No, has he ever put out a bad
Papa
movie?
Denzel. No, he's never put out a bad movie. The Equalizers. This guy, Training Day is hands down one of my favorite movies of all time.
Of all time.
That scene. Remember, now let's talk about the two things. We're talking about the scouting of the drug sales.
Yep.
And we're talking about
That's
the
on
felony
point.
stop. The first part is definitely on point.
Definitely on point.
This is what we did. I was on so were you.
Yeah.
So we were on two separate times. We were on street crimes teams. I was on a group called Tactical Impact Unit, and I know you were on
Special Operations Unit and the Criminal Intelligence. I ran the Criminal Intelligence Unit later where we did the same thing.
And so we would do that. We would sit back. We would surveil it, usually with a team, more than one car. That's the thing. You're generally doing it with more than one car, but we would do it with a team, and of course we call it in what we saw.
Man. Those are the good days, bro. Those were fun times, you know. Oh, man.
And so that's what they did. They watched it. They saw the hand-to-hand. You recognize the hand-to-hand, right? It gives you reasonable suspicion.
You go to your local places, just like they knew the players. We know the players. I remember the last time I did it was on Criminal Intelligence. You were back on the road with Panda.
Okay. Yeah.
And I sat in the Wawa, and called out
we would
cars
call them
leaving.
out. We did that together. That's right. That's right.
We did that together. That was like a coming back together type thing. That was fun.
So very common thing. That's generally how it goes. The felony stop. That's not a felony stop. So let's talk about the initial scene. The initial scene on point. I'd give it a 10. With exception, I mean, I'd give it a 9 because you're gonna have a team. You're gonna have more than one car.
It was funny. He explained the art of having an informant very well.
Oh, very important.
You do things for them. They do things for you.
They
let you know. Yeah. And that's why I say the art of having one is that's a 10 out of 10 right there.
Let's talk about that felony stop. That's not a felony stop.
That is not the appropriate way to do that.
Now, does that happen? I'm sure it does. That's why I'll give it a 6 on realism.
I
but
will tell you
it's
a
not
story.
A felony stop. They called it a felony. He said, "When's the last time you did a felony stop?"
Yeah.
That's not a felony stop.
You're
A felony stop is at least 2 patrol units, marked patrol units with lights, and of course they're gonna pull them out of the car one by one. They'll call them back out. Let me see your hands. Driver, take the keys, put them out the window, stand up.
Yeah, none of this.
Turn around.
Make them grab glass.
Yeah, bringing them back to you, patting them down, putting them in cuffs, making it safe, and then bringing the next person.
I love
out.
that they got that
Slow.
Papa Roach playing.
They did.
Cut my life into pieces.
So they do it slow and methodical and safely, right?
This is my last resort. Suffocation, no bleeding. That was that Papa Man. That's back in the day, baby. I don't know that these young bucks out here don't know about none of this.
Next movie.
First off, how embarrassing! You got felony stopped in a Beetle. A lime green Beetle player. I'm
awesome.
Instantly retiring from drug buying ever again. That's embarrassing. Like, whose car even is that? Because that dude seemed to know his way around it.
That is awesome.
You know what I mean?
What the hell is this?
It's my car. It's a Prius.
I feel like we're literally driving around in a vagina. Detective Hoyts and Gamble are on that 518 on East 10th.
Negatory, Martin and Fossey, 2 minutes out.
We'll just see who's there first.
You stayed at our crime scene! You hear me? Go, go, go!
You feel that, Alan? Huh? That tingling in your balls, big metal butterflies fluttering around your stomach?
Are you sure you don't have testicular cancer?
I got something to keep you doing.
I love
it. You know what? We'll go with no music, okay? Say bye.
No, don't say bye.
You just signed your own death warrant, Hoyt!
Alan, punch that accelerator or I will shoot you in the foot!
America!
Alan! The brake! Oh! This slowed the car down! We're approaching the crime scene!
Okay, I'm coming in.
Smash right through the tank! Alan! Dude! What?
Did you yell America when you hit the accelerator?
Nope.
All right, let's break that scene down.
Bro, that's a 10
overall
out of 10,
scene.
baby. That's 10.
Yeah, no. We're gonna reevaluate your assessment. Let's go back to the beginning. Number one, here's what's realistic. Well, let's talk about what's unrealistic.
Oh, there's a lot realistic that I cannot wait to talk about on my turn.
Prius. We don't drive our personal vehicles. That's his personal vehicle. We don't. So that's a 0 out of 10.
That's a 0.
All right. So what do you got?
If you've ever ridden with Jon Rappa in a car, you know that he drives like that. Not the fast one either. We have been going places, trying to get there within and we had initially we started by switching off as partners. He would drive, I would drive, he would drive, I would drive. Toward the end though, for like the last year and a half of our career together, I drove everywhere because baby Jesus, we needed to get there.
Why? Do you think I drive slow?
Oh my God, this guy, he's got to have his coffee. He's driving. He's like, oh no, bro. And he's like, and then it's all you hear is, come on, come on. What's this guy doing? And I'm like, John, you're going 72 in the fast lane on the interstate. I'm gonna need you to move over or something. And he will absolutely. I'll tell you what's realistic. The banter back and forth.
Very realistic.
Oh my God. I don't know if it's a stress reliever, but the banter back and we used to do that to each other constantly. Nonstop. Nobody else could do it to us. We could do it to each other. The
way we talk on our podcast is the way we talked inside of our vehicle.
Oh my God. 100%. We should have had microphones then.
We absolutely should. It would have been so much better.
If they'd had podcasts back then, we'd have just shot them on the way to different scenes.
We would have gone viral and fired at the same time. Yeah. So here's what's realistic to me is people, and I'm sure other cops are the same way. listening to music inside of the vehicle to get you amped up. Right? I don't know who listens to Little River Band, but for me, when I was, and it depended on what I was doing. When I was working like dope areas and we were doing jump outs and things of that nature, and I knew I was looking for dope dealers, or guns or whatever, I either put on heavy metal or I put on rap. I put on Plies.
For sure. Angry shit.
From the Hood,
Yeah.
NWA, F the Police,
Yep.
just to get me going. I'd fucking crank that up and I would start hunting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the music thing is real.
Those are good days, man.
Yeah.
My go-to, okay, we're going to have to get with go-to song. Trick Daddy, Let's Go.
Okay.
That was my go-to rap song.
You are officially old. I thought I was old. You're officially old.
Trick Daddy, Let's Go.
That's
I put that on, dude. I'd be so hyped up. Oh, my God. I could have driven into a crime scene like that.
I had From the Hood. From Plies. From the Hood, though. Plies, right?
Oh, yeah. Is that Plies?
I don't know who it is.
Now, where the Hood at is DMX.
No, I had
Plies?
From the Hood, though.
Oh,
then I remade it. My son and I remade it. We did a heavy metal version. It was great. Maybe I'll throw it on the podcast one day. I got to dig it up. I'm giving that scene a 1, a 2 out of 10, only because of the banter and the music.
Little River Band. That shit was awesome. I'm going to give it a 1.8.
A 1.8.
A 1.8.
This is the lifeblood of our organization. Paperwork. The way red corpuscles carry oxygen through the body, paperwork carries information through the department.
What are corpuscles?
Good evening, guys. Good evening. How you doing, Captain?
Sir?
So this is it. These are the guns you took off the cowboy?
Yes, sir.
Mind if I pick them up?
There it is right there.
Nice
Admin
hardware.
touching and up
a shot.
evidence
You
right
okay?
there.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good?
He's good. Liberace's AK.
This looks like Liberace's AK. Keep up the good work, guys. I really appreciate it. Carry on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, sir. Good night, Van Hauser.
Evening, sir.
Why do you get nervous?
Women want him, men want to be him, man. He's just...
Yeah, I know, but you want him.
Dude, I'm not gay, but I'd go down on him if he asked.
Sometimes I don't know when you're kidding. And I have to know when you're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I gotta know when you're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
So, the funny thing is, you want to talk about legitimacy, that's the exact same conversation we had before going into this, and I had no idea you pulled this clip. The same conversation. The jokes are, that is the most authentic back and forth banter between partners ever.
That's a good scene. Let's rewind back to the beginning. We'll get, because I give that a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 all day long.
That's a 12 out of 10.
That's so realistic.
That is everything we've done.
The paperwork. He says the paperwork. It's the bloodline of the organization. How much paperwork is there in play? They don't show that on Cops in the first 48.
Bro, cool cop guy shit takes up, it's like 30 minutes of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Followed by 4 hours of
paperwork
bull.
and evidence, and oh my God.
You're done for the night. You get something like that, you start at 10, you get something like that at 2 in the morning, you're pretty much done for the night.
And so how about the dipshit captain who walks in and starts
what we just talked about in the last thing with admin walking into your crime scene. Stop finger the evidence. What are you doing? He's gonna lick it next time?
So, you know, obviously,
where the gloves at, player?
The brass comes in, gives him a
at least he did that.
Yeah, gives him some kudos, which is great,
cool.
right? And that's good. You have good leadership.
Yeah.
And a good leader, just kind of a dumbass by picking everything up without gloves on his hands, right? You can't do that. Now you're talking crap about him, but if let me bring you back several years when you and I first started working homicide together, and we had to go to Village Green and pick up some evidence.
No.
And
You went to Village Green and picked up some evidence. No, you with the shirt?
How do you know about it if you didn't go with me?
Because you showed
you literally just gave yourself away.
No. You brought it. So I was at my cubicle.
Okay.
Which was right next to your cubicle.
Right.
Because we were partners. I called you and said, hey, can you stop by there and get this thing? And it was a wife beater. I'll never forget this shit.
It was evidence. It was supposed to be evidence of a shooting.
And the guy,
homicide
Yeah. And the guy, it was a big SWAT call out and all this shit. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I totally forgot to collect that shit.
So I had to go collect it. And so I come in.
He walks in. No, let me tell it. This is great. So the lieutenant is literally talking to me.
Yeah.
And we're talking about this case, and he's getting on to me a little bit for leaving the evidence. And I'm like, no, listen, I'm blaming it on other people. No, I'm not.
That's what he does.
I'm just being honest.
He's
I'm
good
like,
at that.
Wow, that's a lie. Everybody, that's a lie. I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, I screwed up. I should have grabbed it. It was like had been called out. It was like 6 a.m. I was tired. I forgot. My fault. He walks in though, and he's got this shirt, and he's holding it with 2 fingers.
I didn't want to get DNA on it.
2 fingers. The look on the lieutenant's face. He literally goes, "Is that the shirt?" And I open up a brown bag, and he drops it in there. And he was so angry, he turned around and walked away.
He was.
So then, this is the best part, people. Let me tell you how we were. We were a problem to supervise. So he calls us into the office, like an hour later?
Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah. He gave us kudos.
No, but he calls us into
we
the
were
office.
his best guys.
Yeah. He's like, "You guys are so talented, but I cannot have you doing this." So me and John, I've always wanted the lieutenant or the captain to tell us to throw our badge on the
80s, like the 80s movies.
You put your badge on the desk and get the fuck out.
I was so happy that I got yelled at by my lieutenant.
So he was yelling at us.
It was just like an 80s cop movie,
And
man. I lived it.
We lit up, and he's looking at us like, "What in the hell?" They're happy. And we're like, "Do it." And he's like, "Do what?" And then John just takes it. John's like, "You want me to put my badge on the table? I'm going to put my badge on the table." And I'm like, "Oh, shit, we're doing it." So John takes his badge off, throws it at the lieutenant, storms out, and I'm like, "Yeah, what he said." And I throw my badge, and I make it halfway out the door, and he's like, "Get the back in here, get these badges, get out of my office." It was one of the greatest days of my life.
I did immediately ask for my job back.
Absolutely. We both
like
quit,
8 seconds later.
But we were broke.
Yeah,
we were
like 8 seconds later. I was just kidding, LT. I just kind of always I was in the 80s.
That was, but the problem was, we always owned up to when we screwed up, which we did quite a bit, so we were pretty good at owning up to it.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun though.
We did.
So that stuff, like we always, cops watch that stuff too. That's what gets guys like us into this field.
Yeah.
Like,
that
man,
banter,
awesome.
And that banter between the two of them were just amazing. The banter at the end when he talked about
we literally had that conversation.
It's just amazing.
I need to know when you're being serious. I need to know.
A lot of them to watch if you remember it. A lot of it was spot on, man. I give that a 10 out of 10.
If you have a partner, you really are family with them, right? Like I consider John my family. That's family. His family's my family. My family's his family. That is what it is. When you spend that much time in a car with somebody. Good Lord.
Yeah.
You can't not. And nobody thought we would last. You remember that?
Yeah. I don't know if we did last. They did kind of break us up.
Well, they promoted me. We were the greatest cop if we were a single cop, though, because I got all the promotions. He got all the awards.
That's right.
And then they broke us up because we were too good together and because we were too great. They've never had another tandem or duo like that. Who else would there be?
There's nobody.
There's nobody, bro. Losers. All of you. I hope y'all are watching, too. Y'all suck. Don't make me come out of retirement. Bring John back in for one more homicide case, boy.